Last time on ParaNoire. Southside Slate Rest. It's not a part of town anyone goes unless they're looking for trouble. But it seems for the five that met tonight, trouble has a way of finding them. A man looking for answers. A man looking for himself. Men looking for wrongdoing. And a man just looking to have a good time. They all meet in what they thought were the abandoned streets of a quiet city. But soon found themselves fighting with things most of them had never seen before. And now they find themselves descending the stair. And now they find themselves descending a cramped, dark staircase into a bar that, until just a few minutes ago, seemed to not even exist. Which is exactly where the session will be starting off, as you guys are kind of like... You guys are walking... It is like a very, like, cramped, sort of like stone, sort of like cellar staircase leading down. And you guys sort of all have to walk, like, single file through.
Here we go, boys. The good shit's right down here.
What does that even mean?
Oh, you'll see.
Most ominous words I've heard a British man say.
So after a surprisingly lengthy walk down, you guys do open the proper door into like what looks to be kind of like a decidedly unimpressive bar. It's got there's sort of like rundown tables and chairs of like very outdated designs. The walls are covered in like just sort of like old advertisements and sports paraphernalia for local teams. And there's a smell in the air and a stickiness on the floor that makes it clear that many drinks have been spilled over the course of this bar's existence.
Nox is gonna just pipe up a bit and just say, "So, are we sure that those night owl detectives or whatever are here? This doesn't seem like a place you'd find people like that."
No.
This place reminds me of Juarez. Have you ever been to Juarez?
If I've been, I don't remember. I don't know anything. But I don't know anything other than what's happened this evening.
Sean is just staring at Nox like a damn Half-Life 2 NPC in Gma, just oddly moving his head to every slight movement the boy has. He says nothing.
If Nox notices, he's just trying not to bring attention to it.
It doesn't matter.
Wait, where is Juarez? What is that?
Just stares at him as well. He does not answer.
This is just like Juarez. Does not elaborate. Goes to get drinks.
Yeah, I will say, the one thing that makes this place stand out from just a normal dive bar is the fact that you are the only people in it who even, like, remotely appear human. There's, like, a bunch of, like, monsters of, like, all different types sort of milling around. There's like a dude with blue skin playing like sort of like a jazz ensemble on like the shoddy on like a shoddy stage with like multiple sets of arms that are allowing him to play all the instruments at once.
You think we're allowed to be here?
No.
Okay.
The average person, probably not.
Well, it's not
Nox
quite the
is-
scene I was expecting, but we can make this work.
By the way, Nox is saying this as if he's totally forgotten that he himself does not look 100% human.
Darren goes straight to the center and goes, "What's up, party people?"
Oh no, he's being loud.
Tyler's just looking for the whoever he thinks could
Give me a.
would be given information. But
You know what, Darren? Give me a straight presence flip.
This will be good. We're gonna have another TPK already.
Please, Joker.
Ah,
that was a dramatic fail.
failure.
Jacker.
You got a 5
I'll
and a
hero
1.
P that.
He's heroing.
Oh shit! You only made it better. Idiot.
We're not standing near Darren, are we? Because I don't want attention being drawn to me.
We
No
all
one
came
wants
in
to-
together.
Yeah, but he said he went to the center. Oh,
No one wants to stand near Darren, but he is the life of the party.
All right, just go ahead with what you were gonna do, Dingle.
Everyone got like a bunch of people in the room just sort of like look towards your direction, and just sort of the more drunk ones kind of give like a hey. But some of them like I don't know if Darren necessarily notices this, but some of them are definitely like looking at you and now the rest of the group as if like being like, wait, what are these guys doing in here?
Darren's gonna go straight to the drunk crowd.
My people.
Guys, over here!
Promised land.
Hey, what's up, guys?
There's like there's one dude that just kind of looks like a long, almost like plant stalk with just like a bunch of like eyes at the top that are like half drooping because of alcohol, and they're like, "Whoa, dude, what's up with you?"
So what's up with you? You look insane! That's a crazy costume.
He's got a what costume? Dude, I thought you were wearing the costume.
Ah, up top, dude.
He does not have arms, but he kind of like leans down and like sort of like closes enough eyes to high five you with his eyelids.
That's sick.
That's awesome.
Like, oh, you guys should get a beer, man.
That's what I've been
Bartender's
saying all
over-
night.
Bar's over there, dude.
It's a nice way of saying get the fuck away from me.
No, this guy is totally. He's totally chill with. He's totally. Darren, right?
Darren passed the vibe check,
He's
apparently.
just genuinely confused why he doesn't have a drink in his hand.
Brew.
Darren's passing the vibe check.
I feel like Tyler is gonna assume that the bartender probably has is the one to go to for information as well.
Nox is gonna go awkwardly sit down at... Is there, like, an empty table? He doesn't really... He's not really... He doesn't really know how to talk to people.
There's like a few. I mean, there's like a few seats at the bar, but like it's kind of it's kind of awkward. You know, there's not like 5 seats altogether. You'd probably
There's no,
have you'd probably have to ask someone to move if you guys all wanted to sit together, or otherwise some of you are off the stand.
Nox is
Colin
just not wanting to be close to the crowd or anything.
I have a feeling that Darren is dance floor bound anyway. So.
Either way, Sean is not opting to sit. That's un-American.
Is there like just like a quiet seat away from most of the noise angle? Or is it kind of just noisy all around?
Tell you what. How about
Yes. Make me flip for it.
give me a presence and sneaking to
Ooh.
to sort of quietly like blend in with the crowd at
wait.
like a table by yourself.
So if this is my full cards, then half would be...
Oh yeah, he's
Wait.
still wounded, isn't he? Or
Yeah,
did
hold
he...
on.
That's right.
He is
This is
still
me at full.
4, 5, 6, 7.
That's
so
right,
you'd be at
Darren.
4.
Okay, so we round up. That's what I was...
Yeah, I was gonna say, because Darren was the one that got healed at our...
Oh, there you go. You know what? I'm gonna hero point that, because Nox is really just not...
Not on
feel...
your...
I
Oh
love
shit,
drawing
sorry. Sorry, I'm a little... Ah,
Telling lies.
okay, there we go.
Pocket aces.
2 pairs. Elantra, that's my jam.
Yeah, you find like you find a booth towards the back, and sort of like you kind of like sit towards the wall, trying to avoid like the broken parts of the chair, and you're just sort of like you're kind of just like you're kind of just like sitting and brooding in the back of the bar.
If
Not really
Nox is-
brooding, more like he just looks really anxious. And I will say, because it was a decent success, I say when kind of subconsciously Nox's wings will fold over his shoulders like a cloak, almost, when he's not really using them.
If Nox is going to be moving to a booth, Sean is basically going to be following him. Again, thinking Shimon NPC just walking after him and then just standing. Over the booth, just standing and staring.
Okay. If he's doing that, then Nox is just gonna be like, okay, look, what's your name again?
That's classified.
Okay, classified. What's your problem with me? I don't want any trouble, okay?
Problem, citizen?
No,
Okay.
you keep like staring at me. Have I done something wrong? I'm sorry if I have.
Done something wrong?
No, I'm saying have I? You keep staring at me like I have.
Your anxiety is proving to be suspicious.
That's the best thing to say to a person with anxiety.
Listen, I woke up in an alleyway like an hour ago, and I don't know anything other than my name. I don't know where I'm from. I don't have a phone. I don't have a wallet. I don't have anything. I don't even know where Slate Rest is. I don't know. I'm just... And he motions towards Tyler. I'm just following him. He was like the only guy that was like being nice to me. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Do you need an adult?
I don't know.
Are you an adult?
I don't know. I don't know anything. All I know is that my name is Nox. That's all I know.
Your anxiety has been noted. Thank you.
Nox just kind of like, he kind of just holds his head, like his elbows are on like the table, and he's just kind of like holding his head into his like his face into his palm, like
The entire time, Sean Corey is just staring at him. Again, I can't really emphasize enough the Gmod model, just watching, and every time he was talking, he was reaching for his earpiece.
I thought you were gonna say he was reaching for his gun.
Yeah, that part comes later.
Nox is
Meanwhile-
not having a good time.
Meanwhile, the other glowy heads for the bar.
I'm
Steps
joining
from the
you.
bar, stops in front of the bar, puts his hands on the counter. Hello! I must trouble you for strong black coffee. Massive, massive amounts.
All of the same, but get some whiskey in it.
Based.
You I was gonna say you both, but Zell, is Tyler? Is Tyler approaching the bar? Is he going to the booth?
Yeah, I was saying earlier, Tyler's probably approaching the bar more for information rather than a drink.
I heard that. I just wanted to make sure to set the scene. We don't have to go 100% theater of the mind. We can do a little like Knox is at a table. Sean's sort of like menacingly hovering over him, and you guys are all at the bar, and sort of like this sort of like tall like mass of like clear slime just sort of like comes up from behind the bar. He's like, "Yeah, we can do coffee."
Wait, how the hell did he do that?
He just used his finger on his lips. It's still great.
That sounded sick.
That's it.
That sounded like he
I've
used
been
a fucking
practicing
voice
that.
changer or some shit.
Practicing that specifically for this NPC and nothing else.
respect-
Wait a
commitment
minute,
to the
using a
bit.
voice changer as a DM could actually be a heat idea.
I have thought about it.
I haven't looked into it fully, but I actually think I want to for this campaign. I think it could make some really good effects for the monsters. But anyway, so two eyes sort of slowly like bubble up to like about like eye level with you guys and sort of turn towards you. And it's just like, whoa, wait, are you guys human?
Are you, man?
That's just what I wanted to talk to you about, actually.
John,
Are
just
you
give some
guys owls?
enthusiastic
Because
thumbs up.
humans aren't really supposed to be here.
What'd you say, Paul?
John is just giving the creature an enthusiastic thumbs up and a smile that is devoid of any happiness.
I was looking to join, though. In my search, I came across these other 4 or 3.5.
Wait, who's the half?
I was also wondering
You.
who's the half.
It's literally you.
It's Knox.
Oh.
He's a little boy. Little baby.
He's got wings. He's not quite human.
Oh, half. Okay, I get it.
You're also short.
Shut the fuck up.
The character's literally short. I'm not even being mean. Man, look.
Oh man. Well, I don't remember the last time we had humans join, but yeah, I don't know. I'll talk to the boss about it.
Also, sorry about the trouble outside. These other guys, they can get. It seems like some of them can get a bit trigger happy. I brought them inside at least, so they won't arouse too much suspicion.
Oh, are you talking about the new bouncers? Yeah, it's hard to find people who do that job and don't get a little too into it, you know? No, it's fine. So, 2 coffees then?
Make it 3.
And
2
a round of
without
shots.
whiskey, and 1 with whiskey, and then for this man here, shots.
Can
Please
do.
and thank you.
Yeah.
Oh god, there's like a whole like average. I just tabbed back into Discord. I didn't realize we've already got like a whole log of like shit that Freelance and Paul have been posting.
All right, Sean,
Sir.
can you give me a presence and intimidation check?
Yeah, let me go find my character sheet because I've been too busy posting random memes from 10 years ago.
Been too busy shit posting to play the game.
Yeah, so basically like when I do Tabletop of Paul. I have the sheet. No, I'll just scroll up. Presence intimidation. 4 and 4. And would that be an extra one because I'm healthy?
Yes.
I'm trying to make sure I don't take Paul's or Zedgen's card because I'm being psyoped by both my name and my dad's name.
Now he has to thread the needle.
I'm literally being lynched right
Which one's
now.
your dad's
and I'm only...
name?
Darren. Your character's name is my dad's name.
Wait, that's actually so funny.
And he was also an alcoholic.
Oh,
Wait,
God,
that
he's
joke.
going full glowy mode.
The gorilla ape inside him.
Damn, son.
Presence intimidation, Sean.
So there's a couple like rougher looking monsters who kind of clocked you guys when they came in, and they're sort of like started approaching where Nox and you are, but sort of like once they get like a closer look at you and like see that you're like very obviously armed.
And very obviously statuesque, not flinching at the sight of them.
Yeah, yes. Your like whole demeanor kind of takes them aback.
Don has the Conqueror's hack eye.
He's literally just standing there menacingly. He's actually just doing that, to be honest.
He's aura farming.
He's mewing. That was the worst post I think I've made today. Fuck. Okay, I got my sheet up now so I can fucking be ready to make rolls.
So you can make my life even more of an efficient living hell.
Yeah, that was the goal. I think you have romantic admirer's child.
What? What?
These men clearly have some kind of attraction to your presence.
That's weird.
Nice wings. It gives Nox a thumbs up, like he's proud of him for finding suitors.
Nox just blatantly stares at Sean. Doesn't like shake his head, he just sort of looks like in disbelief.
Sean
Like, he doesn't
just blankly
understand.
stares back.
Yeah, but you're also thumbs upping, which is hilarious.
I am my avatar.
Nox just doesn't understand how this man thinks.
No one does.
So as you guys are talking, a door in the back is kind of like thrown open, and there's this what looks to be like a sort of like, just sort of like an ogre or some sort of like similarly like large lumpy humanoid, but like wearing a very nice suit and like a trilby hat. And he just kind of like he walks up to the three of you who are at the bar, having your coffee and whiskey. Good. You humans want to be owls?
This human wants to be an owl. The rest of them, I think they're a bit lost. But...
And first, I would like to be caffeinated, please.
Yo, I'd love to become part of your society. What's the initiation?
He kind of just gives like a
Shot?
you come with me.
Is that to all of us?
Yeah.
It was to all of you. It was to all of you at the bar. I guess the other two of you are still sort of in the back,
at the bar.
like watching this happen.
Question.
I think Tyler will give Nox a sort of like head gesture saying, "Hey, come this way."
Oh, okay.
Quick question: did we get our coffee?
Oh yeah, you guys are happy.
Okay.
You guys, yeah,
He
the
said
coffee.
that, yeah.
The coffees are there. I think.
Listen, the coffee's here, Paul. You can
sorry.
calm down.
I missed that.
I did
I
say it
missed that.
kind of quickly, but yeah, you guys are. The
I missed
coffees
that.
were already brought to you.
Did we get
Paul, I
charged?
know.
John just slowly turns towards Sean and just looks at Sean, just slowly gives him a thumbs up. Not saying
Sean.
nothing.
Sean, immediately breaking his momentary Gmod eye contact, uncomfortable, piercing, cold, at Nox, robotically turns to John and
I
gives
like
him a thumbs up.
You can. I like how you can hear Freelance turn his head away from the mic as he's doing
That's
this.
not my. That is my head. It's also me turning in my chair. Get used to it.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
But yeah, if Tyler motions to Nox, Nox is gonna be like, I guess we have to go talk to that guy.
I'm gonna say Tyler also says there's a sort of aside to Darren, like, do you even know what you're getting into?
Hell no.
Nox is gonna join Tyler, and I assume Sean's just gonna be following him because
he
that's
is
what he's just
literally
been doing.
following- Yeah, he's basically Gmod following you.
You're pretty good at this, though. You're already getting us into the secret groups. This is exactly what we need.
Sit down, bro.
Let's just hope you don't get yourself killed.
Nox and I guess Sean is going to join them at the bar.
We're here for a good time, not a long time, Tyler.
And Nox still looks at least partially non-human. I don't know if the ogre guy clocks that.
He sees the two of you walk up, and he just goes, "Who is you?"
Oh,
More lost ones.
my name's Nox.
This one seems to not quite be human, but he doesn't know who he is either way.
He sort of points a finger at you and just goes, "Moth is with humans."
Yes?
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing? Do I have to leave? I'm sorry.
You follow too.
Okay.
All of you come with me.
Okay.
Stop cowering.
Okay.
Good answer.
The bartender kind of like calls from the other side of the bar as he's serving someone else. He's like, "I'll just put it on your tab, guys."
Oh man, I hope it doesn't cost any money to ask these guys questions because I don't have any money.
I feel like that is a lie.
I don't.
Do you have a source for that?
My pockets are empty. I don't have a wallet. I don't have a phone.
Moving the goalpost.
That's what?
It is the year of our Lord 2025. Most of transactions are electronic at this time of year.
I don't have anything to transact.
Are you certain?
Yes, I don't have anything in my pockets. Nothing.
Not in your pockets, but elsewhere you might and you do. Trust me, I'd know.
Okay, I'm gonna check. Dingle, I didn't plan to have anything. Can I see if there's anything in like my coat pockets or anything? Because in character I haven't checked.
You know what? Sure. Give me a
Yes, let's go! Fuck him over with a roll!
give me a wit and investigation to check your pockets.
Wait, invest. I have. That is literally it. You know what? We'll use a hero point for that.
Huge.
Oh fuck! I've got something, don't I?
You
He's
lying
been hiding
piece of
income.
shit! Combat roll initiated.
Let's see.
For the record, I want people to know I didn't plan for Nox to actually have anything, but now I'm gonna
That's
check.
what makes it fun.
I know, but it's gonna be great.
It
Checking
is
your
what
prison
it
pocket?
is what makes it fun, actually.
He's got a fucking owl figurine in his
I've got a
pocket.
black platinum credit card.
He's got the platinum chip!
Let's see. For 2 successes. Okay, I'll
He's
tell
got
you
a
what.
Costco membership gift card.
I'll tell you what. For 2 successes, Cynical, give me a number between 1 and 3.
Oh, man,
3.
it's gonna be good. That's not between, asshole.
Damn,
2.9.
Damn, he's got a point. But I'll give it to you. You have got you've got $150 cash in your pocket.
You lying piece of shit.
It was the 3 like $50 bills.
Sure.
It's 2 50s, 2 20s, and a 10.
Damn.
Write that down. You will
Take
quiz
notes.
later.
Will
Take
be
notes.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. You're gonna have to repeat that. I didn't have that. What was it?
250s, 250s,
Too late.
220s, and a
You already
10.
forgot.
2 20s and a 10.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Not Canadian dollars.
Are they just like rolled up like in like with an elastic band? I don't think I had.
I
any.
like the idea
Sort
of
of like
being
they're just sort of like
crumpled.
crumpled up bills
Yes!
in your. They're just crumpled up bills in your jacket pocket.
Waffle House is paying good for the hobos today.
Only trace amounts of cocaine on those.
That's Darren's money.
Oh, I guess I do have something.
I
So
told you.
you're fine.
We know.
We know.
Are we just gonna follow this guy in the suit, or?
Yeah,
I assume that's what we've been doing.
ogre's like
Oh.
standing. He's standing at the open door, and he just kind of goes like, he's now sort of like, you can tell by the tone of his voice, he's kind of losing his patience a little bit, and he just goes,
I'm gonna say that's.
humans and moth follow.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Tyler was definitely moving there.
Okay.
We can walk
Okay.
and talk.
Nox is just gonna stuff the money like into like an inner coat pocket.
So you guys enter, and then he sort of like closes the door. He closes the door, and is just sort of like walking behind you. And he just goes, this way. Walk forward.
Okay.
You too.
Shut the fuck up, really.
No.
So he leads you through kind of like what looks to be sort of like, it's kind of like a back area that kind of has like a rec room and what looks to be some like communal bedrooms, and just sort of like it strikes you as the type of place that was designed for a lot more people, but there's kind of no one really around at the moment. And you guys just sort of walk forward to sort of like a big, just kind of like a pretty large wooden door kind of at the back of this area. And the ogre just kind of goes, you go in here.
Do we knock first, or is it unlocked?
You
or-
go in here.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, you guys, I assume, you all enter the room,
Yep.
Yes.
The room?
and
Coffee
and
in
he-
hand.
and as you guys enter the room, the ogre kind of like stands in the doorway, like he just sort of like stands in the doorway, like blocking it. And this is when, and as you enter, you enter this. Hold on, I have this written down. you enter kind of like a pretty impressive looking office space with a just sort of like a couple of desks. One of them in the middle, like pretty impressive look. One sort of like an impressive looking wooden desk in the middle, and sort of on the back wall, there's this big stone relief of like a giant owl with like 6 wings, all spread out.
Sexual style.
Nope.
Too late, Knox.
On one end of the office, there's sort of like this kind of like scrawny, nerdy looking guy who kind of like, as the door opens, he kind of like anxiously starts like shuffling with papers to make it look like he was busier than he was when you walked into the room. But your eyes pretty quickly move away from him to the kind of like the large man in like a leather trench coat sitting at the other end of the desk with just like a very large loaded crossbow just on the desk, pointed right at you guys.
Okay.
And the guy who's he sort of like the guy sitting at the desk is sort of like I wouldn't say burly, but like pretty like large, like long-haired with like a bit of like stubble on his chin. And he kind of leans up on the desk and sort of puts his finger on the trigger of the crossbow. And he just goes, "All right. Well, this is the part where you guys tell me who the fuck you are."
This is the swankiest sesh den I've ever been in.
I'm
Good
Nox.
shit.
Nox just awkwardly like holds up his hand, like he's introducing himself in front of a class. I'm Nox.
He's Knox.
He's classified. I point to Sean.
Hey Nox. Hey Classified. You guys want to tell me why the first time I ever hear about you guys is when you beat the shit out of my men?
He was resisting a federal officer and impeding a federal officer in the line of duty.
They were harshing our vibe.
I don't
He was
know. I just kind
also
of
very rude.
If I
And
may
considered
jump in here.
a felony.
yeah.
John
Emphasis
takes
on
a-
the rude, by the way. Extremely mean.
John takes a sip of his coffee. I must say, and forgive me my language, this is a damn fine cup of coffee.
If I may jump in.
Compliments to the chef. But if we are on the steps of introductions, he pulls out his old ass badge.
And so does Sean.
They do it at the same. I
Special-
imagine anytime one of you guys do it, the other one pulls it out like synchronously, basically.
Yes, basically.
Yep. Special Agent John Doe, Internal Revenue Services.
Deputy Agent Sean Corduroy, Internal Revenue
I
Services.
thought you said your name was classified.
We are
I-
here to investigate and audit. I am sure I will have your full compliance and assistance in this matter. He puts the badge away.
And
takes
so
another
does
sip of
Sean.
coffee.
If I may jump in here. Name's Tyler Reeves. These four are lost, some more than others. And
Emphasis on lost. Really lost.
We are all lost in the great game of life, Tyler Reeves.
I was trying to get them to pipe down and get the hell out of here, to be blunt, but it seemed like they had other plans when confronted.
The voice of justice is always screaming.
And man, were they screaming. He kind of
Only,
just mumbles under his breath.
only Darren was screaming.
Darren's pretty nice, though.
Oh shit! You guys are cops?
We are not cops. We
I'm
are
not cops.
Internal Revenue Service agents. We are above the cops.
Nah, trust me, man. These guys are chill. These guys are like, they aren't your regular pigs. They're just here for the ride.
We are extremely chill.
Oh yeah, no, I was just thinking. He sort of picks the crossbow up, and he's just kind of like, oh yeah, I shouldn't have done the whole, I shouldn't have done the whole pretending to shoot you bit. It's I like to razz the newbies a little bit, especially when they make an entrance like you guys.
It was extremely funny.
Actually, I thought it was very
have
scary.
been-
I don't want to listen. I don't want to be shot at. I didn't think it was funny at all.
I have been thoroughly entertained. Truly a good jest. Takes another sip of his coffee.
You are a great host. Forgive our timid child.
Yeah, we try. Yeah, we try. Isn't that right, Melvin?
He's
the guy-
called
and-
Melvin.
Melvin the orc.
This fucking
Melvin, brother of the Joker?
Melvin, brother of the Joker.
Thank you for getting that reference.
Of course.
And the ogre guy just kind of goes like, And so now he sort of like, he puts the crossbow fully on the floor now, and he's just kind of like, all right. So I hear that you guys wanna make a difference here in Slate Rest.
I think
Hell
Tyler
yeah,
does.
we do.
I don't really know what that involves, but Tyler said that you guys might have some answers.
Yeah, I've got my own reasons for joining, but I am curious about helping this guy out. So
Yeah.
He
I don't
like
know.
he sort of like stands up from his desk, and he walks over to you, Knox, and sort of like claps a hand on your shoulder, like firmly but not like painfully,
Sexually.
and he's just like, buddy, answers is part of our whole thing.
Okay, well, if you want the short of it, I woke up in an alleyway like an hour ago. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I am. And like there is like fire, like black fire coming out of my hand, and I don't know what any of this is. And look at this. And he kind of motions to above his head. And he like kind of grabs like the antennas and kind of just like kind of just stretch it, like kind of just like pulls on them just a little bit. And obviously his wings are kind of just sticking out from behind his coat. I don't know what any of this is.
I put my arm around Knox and I'm like, yeah, he fucking rules, right?
I am finding...
He also kind of messes with your antennas a bit, and he's just like, yeah, I mean, not my first time encountering a Mothman. I
Is
mean,
that
you're a
what I
little bit more, well, maybe a little bit more on the man side, but hey, I'm not one to judge.
I don't know what any of this is. I don't know who I am. All I know is my name. I don't know if I've done anything bad in the past, or I don't know.
Is this guy like
I don't know if
visually
there's people
not
looking for
human?
me.
The guy we're talking to?
Sean,
No, this guy's definitely a human.
Okay.
Sean is just gonna slowly look at John, like as he like watches this entire thing play out. It's a knowing stare, but it's a friendly knowing stare. Not that you can.
Knox
fucking
is kind
tell.
of losing his marbles at this point. I don't know. Not losing his marbles, but he's visibly anxious, as
just
if he
like
hasn't been
sweating
before.
bullets. Yeah.
Yeah. Knox is just desperate because he doesn't know anything, and he's very scared.
Well,
Sorry.
I can't say I'm really. Well, I can't say I really. I can't say that you and me have met before, but well. I mean, if you got monster in you, you're probably from here. You know, Slate Rest. We've kind of become the monster town over the years. You know, back in the day when the owls were first founded, and back when my old granddad founded the owls, monsters kind of needed a place to go. What with the whole pact and everything, and well, we figured this town was good as any.
Just don't know if people are looking for me or if I've done something wrong, or I don't know. When you wake up in garbage and you don't know anything before that.
John.
John, old friend.
He claims to not know.
You do not know. He looks at Nox.
I will say he does have a knack for staying out of the way, unlike the rest of these folks. But
It's oddly peaceful in darkness, I find.
He is oddly fond of garbage. He was sleeping in garbage. He hid in garbage before he came in.
I didn't really choose to sleep in garbage.
You used to be a trash man.
yeah, I got no idea what these guys' deal is.
We are federal agents.
Yeah, you've said that.
And Nox
have
is looking
said
up at
that.
the... Oh, sorry.
No, you're good, you're good.
And Nox is looking up at the dude in charge and be like, look, I'm sorry to dump all this on you. It's just, I don't know. And my friend, I don't know, Tyler, are you my friend now? I don't know. Tyler over here said that you guys might be able to help me figure it out. So, I'm sorry. I'm just so lost and confused.
Friendship noted.
Nox just kind of looks defeated.
Good.
He kind of just looks you over and he's like, well, I'd say you came to the right place. Helping monsters is kind of our whole thing, you know? These, you know, whether it's like you or the folks out there, you know, the monsters didn't really got people to turn to, you know? It's kind of like, the weird thing about the Slate Rest police is that all of them are human. So it's kind of hard for them to help out with the monsters. What with the whole humans who come out at night, lose all of their memories in the morning, you know, that whole thing.
Huh? That happens?
Oh shit, you guys are from out of town. You wouldn't know any of that. Yeah, it's... You know... The monsters try and stay out of people's way, but they're a little conspicuous, you know? You feel me?
Oh.
So... There's a little bit, you know... You guys have felt it. There's a little bit of magic in the air. There's a little bit of,
Electricity. He takes a sip.
Static.
Yeah, electricity. But, like, instead of power and lights and shit, it just sort of zaps all the monster... It just sort of zaps all the monster memories out of your brain.
Oh, Is that the pact you were talking about?
Yep. It used to be, I mean, you know, I wasn't alive for it, but back in my grandpa's time, it used to be real bad. You know, humans... you know, the human monster thing is a little one-sided.
It was literally Undertale.
Oh. That's crazy.
Wow.
But now things kind of work out. The humans have got their spots, the monsters have got theirs. You know, for the most part, people live in harmony. And when they don't, you know, that's what we're here for, right?
Oh. That makes sense.
It does make sense, doesn't it? It just kind of works.
I'm
But-
pissing. If you don't hear me very close, I'm pissing.
Okay. But I mean,
That is true. Indeed, upholding the law, or as you called it, the pact, is very important and beneficial to all sides.
but you know, I guess I don't need to sell you guys on it. I mean, you guys came here to join, didn't you?
I
I mean,
did.
if you got that right.
If
There's
joining
not-
is how I get answers, then I guess I have to join too.
Sean is just ominously silent.
John takes a sip. Damn good coffee.
The coffee has been noted.
The same brand I drink. Wouldn't serve the guests out there anything else.
Percolator's piss.
He kind of like he kind of reaches out a hand and he's like, "I'm Dan, by the way."
Damn the man.
Damn.
Tyler will match that shake.
Steely Dan?
This is actually part 2 of the JoJo RPG.
Sean will
Steely
not
Dan.
shake. Sean will not shake. However, he will give Dan a affirmative, solid, all-American thumbs up.
Yeah,
John-
this handshake's about to lock in his stand power, so we can't hurt him.
John goes.
I will. Okay, one thing I wouldn't want to say.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we flipped for a handshake earlier.
Yes,
Good
you
luck-
flipped.
good
You
luck,
flipped. You guys
motherfuckers.
flipped.
I think it was broad empathy for a handshake.
Yeah, I
earlier.
think so.
Oh no, Nox is gonna die.
Why me? I'm not the one doing the handshake.
He will in a minute, bitch.
Um,
You didn't, you
yeah,
didn't shake
no
my
empathy.
hand. I have no empathy is a quote.
Are we all allowed to shake
Hey,
his
you know
hand?
what?
I'm
It's
gonna
the worst
handshake.
session.
I'll
I'm hero
I'll
plenty.
handshake. What was it?
I mean,
Charm
you guys-
empathy?
Yeah, you guys can all shake his
Yeah.
hand if you want.
I don't know about John Doe, but Sean's just giving this constant thumbs up. He's not lowering his damn hand.
Darren's gonna
Wrong.
take his outstretched hand and
Wrong
just gap
empathy.
it up instead.
Please do remind me quickly. Hero points, do they stay from
It's a
session to
plus
session?
2. They do not transfer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're use it or lose it.
So I'm gonna burn one,
H-
and I take 2 cards, right?
An
What was
extra
the
2.
flip?
Charm empathy.
Brawn empathy.
Oh, brawn empathy.
Brawn?
Yep.
Empathy.
Oh, then I rolled an extra card. My apologies. But yeah, I'm not going to dramatic failure.
dramatic
It's just going to
failure.
just be it. I'm not dramatic failuring.
I
I'm
don't know
just-
how you could dramatic failure a handshake, but I know
My
Dingle
handshake
makes
is just kind of.
extreme- You still have garbage juice on the hand.
I didn't dramatic failure though. I said I'm not.
It gives him the limpest of handshakes.
Too late. You can't undo it.
The
You can't-
jellyfish.
The signal.
All right. So, I guess going down the line from going down the line from best to worst. Tyler, you give him a very nice, firm handshake.
You got the job.
It's just it's just
Textbook.
like it's just textbook. You match his strength entirely. It's very
Match his
it's like a
aura.
very like it's like a very manly, satisfying handshake.
And a meaty whack.
John, you sort of give him like just kind of like a normal handshake. It's, you know, it's not the type that you would be, it's not the type that someone would be like would think 2 ways about, but it's not like a bad
Formal,
handshake.
Yeah, official kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a little you're a little
I'm-
overly stiff, but it is like a
I-
firm handshake nonetheless.
I'm meeting my ex-wife's lawyer kind of handshake.
And then Nox, you are just it's just
Confused.
your hand is just kind of out there like limply.
Completely guided by the.
No one takes it. No one takes it.
No, he takes it. He just kind of like shakes it up and down. And he just kind of like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, man.
Right.
And then,
The beast.
Darren,
himself.
Zed, you dramatic failure, right?
Yeah.
But you said you weren't going for like.
He's
just
going
a
to
hit.
like dap him up.
Yeah, you.
Oh my gosh!
He is not getting the job.
No, he's gonna break his wrist.
No, you go for the dap, and Dan very enthusiastically responds.
Oh no.
And there's sort of like a reverberating like smack. And you can feel like the impact of his hand hitting yours just like ripples through your full arm.
Whoa!
And you're gonna take 1 damage as sort of like the impact of this dap up makes your arm go numb for a moment.
Whoa!
This is what happens when you have
That was like grinning ear to ear. This guy's the real deal, guys.
Hold on, just give me 1 second. I have also got to piss.
I'll
Base
also be right
and
back,
piss pill.
That's the whole session.
Meanwhile, me power pissing through this shit.
He's pissing while playing.
Dude, players can piss whenever they want.
Damn right. Wait, actually, this was literally me while you guys were talking.
Correct.
I
All right,
knew you were gonna
so-
fucking fuck that.
Yes, you're welcome.
So after the dap up, he motions to the other desk with the sort of like skinny nerdy looking guy, and he's like, "Hey Jamie, make this all official, would you? I'm gonna go upstairs and get another beer."
Man, I was hoping his name would be like Brick or something to contrast the Melvin.
Wait, that's absolutely his name now. I didn't think that.
Retcon!
I'm retconning that immediately. His name is Brick.
Hell yeah.
Rick the Dick.
I'm following Brick in admiration as I hold my injured hand.
Darren's like, he's him.
So you walk up to the desk, and the guy who's sort of like, he's kind of shuffling papers around, and he's just sort of like, "Oh, yeah, hey,
Hard.
yeah, you know it." Hold on, I've got the paper for new people around here somewhere. He's kind of like goes under his desk, and he's fuddling with things. And he kind of hits his head on the desk as he tries to come back up. Like, oh. No, it's fine. I'm good. That happens a lot. Yeah, so he kind of looks and is like, "Oh, you guys already have pendants. That's..." He sort of like flips through a couple papers. "That's
Yeah, you may need to.
impossible.
Yeah, we
You
stole
may
her.
need to replace the ones the bouncers had.
Are those federal papers?
He's like, federal? No, we keep those in... Oh, shit. Which cabinet would we keep those in? I can find those.
These
But,
papers are government compliant, are they not? Is this or is this not a small American business owned by a family, the Brick Patriarchy?
Uh, more of a non-profit, I think.
I will need to
What?
see those federal papers if
Hmm?
this
Yes.
is...
Yes,
see, let's
what my
jog this
friend, what my partner here is trying to say is we would like to see your federal approved paperwork. We are
Hey,
here also to perform an audit.
A non-government charity organization is still subject to federal audit to see if there is no tax evasion. You are transparent in your funds.
I'm assuming. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm
That
assuming
you are
there's like
correct. But,
a
sorry.
that's-
stack
yeah.
of like those forms or whatever.
In a banker box.
I'm assuming there's like a stack of those forms or whatever that he was pulling out for us.
Yeah, the forms. It looks like.
I was just gonna say Tyler's gonna take one and then say, yeah, I'm just gonna read through this while you guys look for your paperwork.
Paperwork.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, it's it's all, it's all there. It's I wrote that one up myself actually, so it's good. And he kind of gives like 2 weak thumbs up as he says that.
This is not returned by Sean.
Thank you.
No!
Darren signs without reading the word.
I'm going to start reading it. Is there is there anything I should note that would like screw us over?
Yeah, Tyler's also looking for the through the terms and conditions.
It is really just it is really it reads more like it reads more like a charter of an organization rather than like an actual like form.
Is it like a mission statement?
Yeah, it just kind of has like a couple points of like as owls you will like you swear to sort of like uphold the peace between monsters and humans, not harm monster kind outside of like extreme circumstances.
Too late.
It has like a note for monsters that like for monsters specifically that's just kind of like being an owl does not exempt you from the pact. Like you can't like interfere with human lives during the daytime.
Has this document been reviewed by a lawyer?
Say it's good enough for Tyler as he signs it.
Knox is also going to sign it.
We would like to
Yeah,
inform you that Knox is also our group lawyer.
What?
I have
Well, then-
seen your degree. Sorry.
Well, he kind of he takes that as like a oh well yeah, I mean he said it was all good, so it's all good then.
John,
Has the document been reviewed by a lawyer on your side?
we have our lawyer right here.
Are you motioning towards Knox?
He's firmly gripping Knox's shoulder and shaking him. He is
Knox
the group lawyer
Knox
now.
just kind of looks up at his son and goes, "Wait, what?"
Dan, your silence speaks volumes. John signs the forms.
So just
Oh,
gonna be
this
like
is Brick you're currently talking to.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
sorry.
well, yeah.
Brick,
No, it's you're
silence-
forgiven. I don't do voices very well.
Okay. Rick, your silence speaks volumes. I am signing the document right now.
John is going to put his document down, grab Knox firmly again, and point at us to sign for him.
okay.
Here's like a box for
He
your
is.
guardian to sign or do.
My lawyer will handle all of the mutual paperwork.
Is that everyone's signature?
I think so.
It
In
does
that
seem
case,
like it, yeah.
Darren's gonna pull out the platter of shots he's been carrying with him. Boys, I think this calls for a celebration.
Darren at the TGI Fridays, ready to go. Let's go, boys.
Where did you get these from?
From the bar.
Where else?
When?
Oh, you know, same
I
time we were
believe
getting
at
the
the same-
coffee.
That is correct. I remember him ordering the shot.
Mr.
Do we
Reed,
all do shots then?
hang
Can
on,
we flip to do
child.
shots?
Mr. Reed.
I will absolutely make you all.
Yes, make me flip to do a shot, please. I'm on 1 health.
This man
Do it.
really wants to die.
No, it'd just be funny to be.
I will absolutely make you all flip a brawn biology to see what your alcohol
sweet.
tolerance is.
All right, I
But
dramatic
Ron-
fail.
By
Darren,
Yes,
I'm gonna give
damn
you. I'm
right.
gonna give you a +2, Zedgen.
Oh, let's go.
Just because I feel like given your background, you should probably be flipping it more than a 1 brawn on taking shots.
Dingle, I
Oh my
dramatic.
God, there are so many fucking cards.
I dramatic
That's why we-
failure.
That's why we started putting people's names on them.
And thank you, because otherwise I would be a retard.
I dramatic failure.
I wanna-
no.
I like to do a hero point, actually. What is that, 2
No,
cards?
dramatic failure with
That is
me.
that is.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? No, fuck it. You know what? My child lawyer, we stand each other.
I'm putting the hero
You know
point
what?
on that.
I will.
Let's
I will.
go.
I will.
I'll
Oh
throw a
wow.
little drive
How
on.
does Darren get a joke? Yes.
Good.
That's what I get
good.
for putting a little drive on.
Dingle.
This is good.
Oh my
This is what
goodness.
art, fellas. This is what
I'm
RPG
putting
is
some
about.
drive on it. I'm putting some
I am
drive
proud.
on it.
Holy shit, Session. What are you gonna do?
Holy
Nick?
shit!
Are you
Ah, there
basically
we
gonna
go.
drink it and die? That's a legend. A Session.
Dingle, will a Joker in this situation deal damage to the player? Or rather, to the character?
If he wants it.
I think Rob
I
is gonna
haven't
pass out.
quite decided yet. I think I can think of something funnier than just dealing damage.
All
Okay,
I know
good.
is that crit
Yeah.
fail, and I want to make sure that's known by the court. My lawyer over here, crit failing with me.
Because Nox, given the way Nox is built, I assume even just taking a whiff of strong alcohol is just gonna knock him out at this point.
He is underage. He should not be drinking.
You know what? I'm gonna
It's fine.
anti-Joker the one on Darren.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
It makes Darren stronger. So for anti-joker, can I
You can
Darren
throw it
drunker,
away.
strong.
Slav,
Alright.
Brit, together strong?
So John, you down 2 successes. I think that's the most that's the most easy to say, like just a normal success. You just down a shot like absolutely no problem, like it was water.
Just like in Tijuana.
Also reminds me of Juarez.
Stop saying that. I don't know where Juarez is.
But Nox, you were there in Juarez. I recall it well. Sorry, let's allow Dingle to describe.
It's okay. It's okay. No, that's what.
Oh, it's
Listen,
funny.
this is what RPG's for. We're allowed to ship first.
Being retarded. Yeah, I know. Look at the chat, motherfucker.
I haven't checked into it. Nox is 20 years, 11, 130. Are you sick?
So, Tyler, you take the shot like no problem, but you're not really much of a drinker. So it does kind of like it does get you like a little bit like wasted. And I'm gonna say for
I have a
I'm
feeling
gonna
that Darren also wasn't serving single shots.
yeah, these were fucking like yeah, they were all doubles.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, Irish car bombs all around. Am I right, Darren?
And you, so I'm gonna say, well, you're not gonna like take any damage, but I think for the rest of the session, at least until like you guys like have a chance to rest, I think you're gonna be flipping -1 on agility and intelligence rolls.
Sounds good.
Wait, did I get
And then-
anti-Joker while I was making that shit post?
Yes.
You did get anti-Joker.
My
Got
fucking
anti-Joker,
goat.
bro. I love how the British man and Polish man are making a bond over not toilets for once.
And then, so
Again,
Nox, I
slap on the
love
wrist.
I absolutely love the visual of Nox just like smelling this shot and like passing out. So that's exactly what happens.
Look at how they massacred my boy!
And then Sean, you sort of take a look at him, take your shot, and then promptly pass out in the exact same way.
Straight up falling like a sack of bricks, too. Just
Yeah.
straight back like a... Oops.
To go back to the Gmod analogy, you fucking
Ragdoll.
ragdoll like
Yeah.
a Gmod model on the ground.
Yes!
Wait, hold on. I think this is the gift I was thinking of. By the 9, I'm tweaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that... Yes, thank you, Paul.
And then, Darren, you not only take your shot, you also finish both of the ones that both Sean and Nox had.
No,
You
I was
actually
gonna say...
after your first shot, with reflexes that you should not have, you catch Nox's glass as it's falling to the ground and take
That's what I was
it
gonna
off.
say. He grabs it out of Nox's hand as he's falling back.
But not Nox. Just the drink.
No, just the
Yeah,
drink.
fuck Nox.
I like the picture. Yeah, I like the picture. They both like fall back at the same time, and he just kind of like extends both his arms and grabs the shots as they're
I will-
falling.
There
Yeah,
we
I will say, in solidarity, I pass out with my lawyer.
Whoa!
Needs to just down both of them at once.
Let's go, owls!
It not only looks cool as fuck, you are going to heal a point of you are going to heal the point of damage you took
God damn.
That's awesome.
as you're just like reinvigorated by finally getting some booze back in your system.
the
Which overall is probably not a good thing. That drinking alcohol has made you feel better, but we're not
He's
gonna
like,
we're not gonna
We
worry
don't talk.
about that.
We don't talk about the jaundice in Darren because
He's
he's
like,
built Darren different.
He's like the demo man from TF2, where alcohol is just actively better for his like inner system than actual
Dingle.
food at this point.
Dale, can I give you an idea here? Can we find time to just take out one of Darren's eyes so we can really just go with that stupid idea?
He's so close. We also
Which
need to get
idea?
some we need make you demo man from TF2.
Oh, right.
Darren's deep lore is
Yeah.
that he's Scottish. He's got knife wounds in his abdomen already.
Well, listen,
Hey,
all we
there's
need is some
plenty
shoe,
of time for me to lose an eye in combat or some shit.
and also we just need to get some shoe polish, and then we're off to the races with the whole thing.
I feel like if Darren actually lost an eye in combat, I'd be like, dude, this eye patch
It's
is
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's getting close to 5:30, and we started late. How late can people go?
I can go past a bit 5:30
Yeah, I
if
can-
everyone else.
I am more than capable.
Not
I-
a ton myself.
We can go a little bit then.
I don't know how far you want to go. I'm enjoying myself.
I'm having lots of fun. I'm a little sad we started late, but that's not anyone's fault.
Well, the thing is, I've got plenty of stuff written. I just want to know like does anyone have like a hard stop?
It seems like Zell's the
Hell no.
deciding factor.
No.
Yeah.
I need
I got-
pain. Give me
I
pain.
got at least 2 more hours in me, I'll be honest. So, plenty of
And
time.
that's saying
I
a lot.
just,
He's 6 hours ahead of us, Dingo.
So Zell,
Probably got like 20.
you got like
No,
20.
that's fine.
Okay.
Sorry.
Aww.
Aww.
Like 20 now or 20 after 5:30?
Like, probably 20 now.
Damn.
I say 5.
Okay. All right, that's fine. We can.
I'm still having fun though. This was a good kickoff to.
So, after all of that happens, Dan kind of like he sort of heads back down and he's like,
Oh Christ! He walks.
"Whoa, what happened in here?"
The owls have formed! I say as two of my teammates are on the ground.
I mean,
I
after
mean, the
you,
papers were signed at least.
2 of my teammates are on the ground and nearly killed one of them myself.
Hey, glad to hear it. Well, you know, uh, sun's starting to come up, and it seems like some of you are pretty tired already. We sort of do most of our work at night, as you'd sort of imagine. So, Melvin, why don't you show these guys over to their rooms, and they can sort of get situated in some of the beds. Shake the dust off before shake the dust off before they get started in earnest.
So Tyler gives one of the two unconscious people a hand.
Probably Nox, let's be honest.
Nox is probably
Lightest.
weighs like 70 pounds. It's not that heavy.
I'm gonna say, Melvin just sort of picks up, Melvin the ogre just picks up Sean, just sort of by the back of his head and just kind of carries him in one arm.
You still hear the Gmod ragdoll noises.
Yeah, your body's going.
God damn it.
That's somehow more otherworldly.
He's you follow me to rooms. And he just sort of starts walking. And he leads you through that same area to those kind of barracky looking shared bedrooms you guys had before. And he just kind of puts Sean, he just sort of gently tosses Sean down on a random bed.
I will say that Sean's body just bounces off and lands on the floor, and he's okay with that. Family Guy death pose right now.
Tyler, were you helping me get up, or were you just carrying me?
I definitely had it in mind that he was just carrying you.
Carry the child!
You know in Batman Arkham City when Batman's carrying the Joker's dead body? That's kind of what I was thinking.
It's like people carrying Spider-Man's body.
Yeah. It's like carrying the wounded Spider-Man.
People are carrying Nox's body.
Watch out! He's
Be careful. Yeah, he's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. Make that a running joke where Nox is for some reason the lawyer.
Oh, okay, you have to ask me, motherfucker.
Freelance, you okay, man?
No, I'm 5 years in, bro. And I'm not stopping.
No.
As they're walking, John gives Brick a nod and follows the
Melvin.
rest as they're follows Melvin as they're being led to their rooms. And John pipes up. Are there record players or tape players in the rooms?
Melvin just kind of he's give second.
Understood and appreciated.
And he sort of he walks out, and he walks out, and after a second he brings in an old boombox and just sort of sets it on the ground. Just goes, play music with that.
Okay, can we not let Darren anywhere near this one?
It's gonna play the worst music known to man.
Right, Dingle, I know I don't have it in my non-useful items, but can I have just a magnetophone tape for the boombox?
It's important.
It's important.
All right. Yeah, all right.
Problem.
Why not?
Okay.
Sending his alien messages back home to the mothership.
You don't know what John's cooking.
What is there anything in particular that's on this tape that you're playing?
So let's say everyone's settling in, right?
Except for Sean is just...
Sean is just Gmod slides off the bed slowly as he just vibrates off
We
it.
have the fucking sounds.
Nox is also laid to bed. Everyone else settles in. I'm gonna send you a link. When John receives the boombox, he's gonna plug it in, and he's gonna put the tape in. He's gonna press play. He's gonna sit in his bed, just sit there and motionless stare into the wall. 1,000-yard stare into the wall right opposite side of him. He just gonna sit there and listen. This song that I sent you.
Yes.
Oh, what's on the watch together? That's what he's listening to.
Yeah.
And that's what John gonna be doing for the next couple minutes.
And you know what? This seems like a perfect time to say, with this song playing, you guys all, those of you who aren't passed out, just sort of settle in and get ready for tomorrow, which begins your new lives as the newest members of the Night Owls. Next time on ParaNoire.
Oh shit!
Hell yeah.
At least the Night Owls finally have a lawyer.
God damn.
I absolutely made a note of that.
You're welcome, Dingle. You're welcome.
That's actually so funny. It actually feels like you. It almost feels like you like read my mind for future sessions. That's absolute. There's like a 0% chance that doesn't come up next week.
I'm gonna keep
Just
riding.
from what I have planned.
I'm gonna keep riding this horse as long as it's alive. What was that?
And then
What
when
was
it
that?
dies, you're gonna beat it till it counts.
Yeah, I'll just keep hitting I'll keep hitting Cynical until he gets better.
There you go.
What was it we were talking about earlier about serious characters, Cynical? All I can ask is how's that? Anyway.
All right. Let's hear heroes.
Sorry, may I, one last thing? Just because I have one last thing connected to the song.
Go for it.
As the song rings out and plays out till the end, and the rest of the tape is completely blank and silent, John, after those couple minutes of listening to the songs, he blinks and he just says, "I understand," and that's it.
He understands.
Oh shit. He understands it now.
And that's all.
I understand.
That's me. That's me for tonight.
Tyler continues to not understand.
No one needs to understand. John Doe, Sean, Enigmas.
Right. So back to you, Dingle.
No, I think we can call it there and start going through everyone's heroes. You know what? Last time we went through alphabetical order. This time let's go through initiative order, which still starts with Cynical.
Damn.
Good job.
He can't stop winning.
The lawyer has initiative. He will win this case. Better call Knox.
Okay, well, my first hero point has to go to Sean with this unlikely dynamic that's
Of
been
bullying
created.
you.
Wait, hold on.
But
give
it's
me
kind of funny.
1 second.
Well, oh no, I can't add a hero point. I have 4.
I should have actually gotten everything ready first.
You didn't
Damn.
have everything ready first.
So I don't forget who dramatic failured. I think it
I
was.
did. And
I think it
Knox
was
did.
just Cynical and
I have
Yeah.
one.
Freelance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just on the beer roll or the shot roll. Rather.
I have one on the handshake.
Yeah, I expect.
Oh, you had one on the handshake. That's
That's good.
right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I knew you wanted to do one early on, but you actually got a success on that one. I forgot about the handshake.
All right. So, okay, now go through. Okay, now hero points.
Hey, so
Listen,
my first one goes to Sean. I know that freelance is technically bullying me, but also it's
I
kind
am
of it is a very funny dynamic that Sean is bullying Knox, but at the same time he kind of, I don't know. It feels like he's also trusting him a little. I don't know if trusting is the right word, but it's funny how he's like, "This is my lawyer," and then uh, he also takes the death dive with the shot. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. It's a good dynamic.
he was bullying you. He did kind of protect you, though. If he didn't roll as good on that intimidation roll, people definitely would have. Some of the monsters would have definitely come up and tried to like fuck with you at your sitting alone at the bar
It's
at
almost
your
a shame.
table.
It's almost a shame. I am very eager to pull this pistol out. I watched Twin Peaks. I saw a Polish man with a Glock 20, and that is my spirit animal. And this guy's packing a Glock 20.
I
There
just think
there will be more opportunities to pull the gun. It's just this one just sort of had to be a very like basically all the non-combat stuff I had planned for last session just sort of got moved to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You're welcome.
but I don't know. It's a weird dynamic that's not like it's not totally like it doesn't feel completely malicious. It's just really funny. So I'm giving one to freelance.
What if my
and-
pet gang stalker was autistic just like me?
And honestly, I think I have to give the other one to Darren because he's living up. He's living up to the role that he wanted.
I had a
I'll
feeling.
be in the party.
I had a feeling Darren would be in his element.
A
this
bar is my
episode.
natural habitat.
It was really good, and the visual of him grabbing both drinks before the other two party members black out and fall with the glass is really, really funny.
I like the
So-
idea of giving characters background-specific bonuses on their roles. I'm definitely gonna do more of that in the future.
Yeah, that was a really good.
Wow,
Cool,
that's gonna work out so
idea.
great for a character that doesn't know his background yet.
So
Yeah, well,
true.
Well, he knows he's a lawyer now.
Yeah, I'm
He
about to
is
say, you don't have a background. We'll give you one. Don't.
You technically can't prove you weren't a lawyer before you lost your memory.
I get
you
plus
have-
rolls on everything law related.
Do you have?
We're
a-
bringing back the
The
law.
law stuff.
It's coming back.
the unwitting lawyer. What's that in skill? You're going to be using a lot.
I like how Sean insists that he is both a child but also a lawyer. Like that just cancels each other out.
He's a pussy savant. We love him.
What the
Knox
hell?
Knox is gonna start going. I'm sorry. I am the law. I'm sorry.
Holy shit, Paul! We're turning him into Charlie. Oh my gosh.
So those are my 2 hero points: is
Holy
Sean
shit.
and Darren. It's your
All
turn,
right.
Sean. Freelance.
Freelance. Who were your heroes of the session?
I'm gonna. Okay, 6 beers. Let's go.
Oh,
I'm gonna
boy.
I'm gonna give one obviously to Knox for being a soft target, and also just generally being so meek and being a soft target. Also, yes, I like the fact that he has to be like fired and carried out by Tyler, his official guardian, because we haven't had the CPS papers filed. I enjoyed fucking with him. No language. I'm not going to say like a specific roleplay instance other than giving me the opportunity to just be standing there menacingly on one intimidation roll. The one thing I'm good
It was
at.
a great visual.
I didn't do literally. Sean did nothing. He just turned around. And they realized that maybe pissing off the guy with Glock 20 is not a good idea. My other point I'll have to give to, I'm going to say Darren, just because you're living up to the Manchester vibe of just being an alcoholic, and this time instead of falling on your face, you actually got a Popeye spinach reaction to stealing shots. And actually, as an alcoholic, I can respect a man who steals alcohol.
So I actually
Those are
planned
mine.
for him to be American, but I think I just
I
I
feel
can
like
play
you're,
this role better. I think.
you are much more in your element, and I think it works a lot better.
Honestly, I always assumed you were gonna be British just because of. I'm pretty sure the clip that you took your character from that was a British guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
No,
no,
that
he
was
was
Russian. He was Russian. He was
Oh, was he
Yeah.
Russian?
Yeah.
I forgot. It's been so long since I've actually seen the original video.
Someone posted it earlier.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
linked. It was linked near the start. Yeah.
Darren, though not American, is very happy about the death of Osama bin Laden.
Oh yeah, brother. There's so much suffering in the world.
Dude, SEAL Team 6 compromised him to a permanent end. How can you
No
not
one
be
can,
excited?
no one can really verify Sean or John Doe's whereabouts when Osama bin Laden died.
John
Alright.
Doe, it's your turn.
My turn. My votes are gonna go to. My votes are gonna go to Nox and Sean for the entire situation, for the entire setup that they've made, and almost synchronized passing out.
That was really funny.
And be real with you, if this episode isn't called Better Call Knox, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
Oh my god! But wait, we gotta save that because what if there's an episode where I actually
Yeah.
do some lawyering? You
I'm
gotta.
I'm gonna
save
be
that.
honest with you, if that is the case, I'm just gonna call it a no Knox warrant.
No, not warrant.
That's really good. Holy shit!
That actually fucking rules.
I could make 1,000,000 puns with Knox.
That's really fucking good. Holy shit, man!
Yeah.
Alright, so that's a point to.
I've been adding them as people have been saying it,
Oh, you have. I've also
and I just
been
assumed everyone
I've
started
also
at
been
one.
adding it as people has been saying it. I just don't trust myself.
Neither do I. Stamps the beer
Uh,
can down.
Alright, it looks like we have actually switched to like name order just because it lines up mostly with initiative order.
Isn't
So
that
Zedgen,
lynching?
give me yours. Give me your heroes for the session.
I have to give a hero point for Nox for discovering that he does in fact have money this entire time.
And
all
there's
it
a
took
lo-
was a little bit of interrogation from 2 IRS agents for him to discover.
Suddenly
Yeah.
money appears. Funny how that happens, huh?
Yeah.
I'm glad that happened. I was wondering because I was like, huh. I do want to give them some money so they can like buy things before like their first mission. How am I gonna do that? And you guys just gave me the perfect in for it.
Yeah. First off, it's gonna be funny how that plays out, Dingle. It's gonna be really fun.
As Nox, your money is our money.
Free money from the government.
fellas
Matthew,
is
let's
such a good
go.
dynamic with the rest of the party.
It's free money from the government. It's just John Doe and Sean staring at you very violently.
And my other point has to go to Tyler for being the dad of the group, and he's the one who is pushing the campaign forward. He's getting the information. He's getting us in contact with the right people.
He's the only one that knows where he is.
He's
Like,
checking
I'm
out the
gonna be
terms and conditions, and not just
I'm
in
gonna-
the context of the IRS.
I'm gonna be honest.
Zell
with you.
once again has found himself in a position where he is the one normal guy in a party of retards.
I'm gonna be honest. You might as well add a little quotation in the center of his name where he's Tyler Tard Wrangler Reeves.
And I like how he just puts up with it for the most part. He's just going along with the flow. He's following he's seeing his mission through, and these guys are beneficial to him right now. So they're along.
He's
for
on
the
a
ride.
mission. He's on a mission. He's a patient guy. He's even like calming down Nox when he's like spurging out in front of the Night Owl boss.
Yeah, because Sean is not the man for that job.
Who, by the way, full disclosure, I will say, because I'll be putting it on the sheet. That guy's full name is Dan Helsing. No relation.
I guessed it.
Motherfucker.
No relation. That's a motherfucking
Yeah, no
lie.
relation.
Not literally.
It
though.
could be
You like that?
relation. Maybe his grandpa was Van Helsing. Actually,
Okay,
that would
we're
be.
going into-
Actually, that would work. Okay,
Oh, we're
no,
going into a VTM campaign.
It is-
assume
it
he
is-
was.
Some relation.
it is relation.
I literally, as soon as you said like the crossbow and the whole thing of being connected to monsters, I assumed, oh, he's gonna be like somewhat. He's gonna be like a Helsing or something. That's like the best way to go about that.
It's actually smarter writing wise for other things I have planned for later in the campaign. So yeah,
Sit down.
I thought no relation. I thought no relation was funnier, but actually yes relation is better writing.
You can save the no relation for a different joke.
You could say his like line of it was
Ooh.
like married into the family.
Yeah.
You married into it?
Second cousin, twice removed.
True.
He's
And
adopted.
All right, I think. So,
Zedgen? Zell was
yeah,
the last one.
Well, no, I think Zedgen only gave one hero.
Oh, you
No,
did? I thought you
No, it
gave
was
two.
Sin and Zell.
If it's not,
Yeah.
Oh, Sin and Zell. Okay.
Yeah, for the money.
oh, I just ripped this.
I got a
That's-
hero point for
that's
not being a
right.
broke boy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that won't last very long.
Yeah, you got 2 IRS agents in the party. Believe me, you
One
will all
won't
be broke boys before long.
One isn't taking his eyes off you, even being passed out. You don't know where his head is.
All right, then,
now
Zell, who are your heroes?
forgive me for
You were
the
not
question,
forgiven.
but Joe is the loud one, right?
John
John?
Doe is the loud one, yes.
Or
Yes,
John, yeah, sorry.
he is.
Also,
I combined the names there.
I like
It
John
took me
Doe,
John Doe
also
to
known,
Joe.
John Doe,
took-
also known as Joe.
it took me literally until the end of this session to realize that John and Sean, it like rhymes. It's like poetry, it rhymes.
I like how you only really realized that me and Paul giggling the entire time we were making the fucking characters.
Yeah, I'm giving you another one just for the joy of seeing you just accost every single person you come across.
Yes.
Just for a cup of coffee.
Because it's a very fun dynamic. Even when I act very very tired of it, but
It's your
it
character.
does add a lot.
That's
I
your
feel like
character.
Tyler has nothing but a reason to be tired. You can call him tired.
And the John will do it again. It will happen again.
And
I
I
understand.
can't not give one to Darren for just the whole visuals of him just walking in, announcing his presence, and then just fucking vibe checking the first guy that agrees with him.
The absolute unit!
He's so based.
That fucking plonker, he's a real
Proper
bloke. Right?
geezer.
There be sure you're daring at it again.
All that's left is to figure out who the anti-Joker is.
Well, hold
Also,
on. Hold on.
I can't wait for a monster to assume Darren is a monster because of his accent.
He is a party animal, so.
It's like, oh, that's his shtick. He's got a weird voice.
Skinwalker for alcoholic British man.
Holy based.
So, I will say, you guys are also all getting a hero point from me, obviously.
Yes.
Yes.
But I'm gonna start actually exercising my DM right to give people feats at the end of a session, and that's gonna be my hero point.
He's
That's
patting
sick.
himself on the back. It's
What
like
meeting?
the Obama giving himself a medal.
Well, no, it's gonna be my hero point, as in I get to give a hero point to someone,
Oh, okay.
but instead it's a feat or an XP. I guess
Are you
they
doing it
just
to only
are now.
one person per end, or I guess it's depending on what happens.
It's probably just gonna be one person per. And I'm gonna give one to Paul this time for making me realize that I'm now going to need to have all of the characters I write have some sort of legal documentation available, because you will be asking for it. I really kind of fumbled my way through that like Night Owl's receptionist having his tax forms available.
I really like. I can hear the stutter in your voice.
I have brought suffering with me.
Very
Fire
Polish.
walk with me, Dingle.
Very Polish.
I think it's gonna work. I'm not joking. It genuinely feels like you guys have read my mind for the next session, because I feel like a lot of the things that happened this time are gonna we're immediately gonna be able to call back to them.
You're welcome.
But yeah, and You guys actually all got like I'm giving everyone like an extra like feat in addition to like the normal one that you get.
Ooh.
Because you guys did all complete a goal. You found and joined the Night Owls.
Oh
That's
shit.
true. That is
We
true.
did
Oh,
it,
yeah.
Reddit.
We all signed a legally not binding document. Yes.
Some of them. The goal was maybe
I mean, goal
in their view for a bit shorter, but
goal
it
might
was
be a
accomplished.
strong word for the whole group, but I'm
It's
counting
for
it.
the greater good.
I mean, it wasn't technically Nox's goal, but I'm not going to turn down a feat.
We can't prove
Uh,
that it wasn't Nox's goal before
I
we
feel
lost.
like Knox really had a feat by becoming a lawyer in like one day.
That's not a
Night-
goal.
Night Owls is a hell of a weird name for a frat house, but Darren's all in.
I don't think you realize you have no memory of what your life's aspiration was before you ended up in that Waffle House dumpster. So you need to check your I don't know. You need to check the cognitive dissonance there, but
How can I check that if I have amnesia?
I don't know. Maybe cite a source sometime because to me, you're the lawyer. Maybe you should read your Wikipedia articles.
The fuck?
Weird.
Let's see.
Had any like really
Let's-
bad jokers this one, did we?
I don't know, man. Let's
No,
see
there
Knox.
was no-
Let's see Knox's early history, early life.
There was no double jokers. There was no croakers. I think it's just up to the party.
Everyone flip for it. One card.
Hell yeah.
All right, and we have to all flip at the same time. So get it all ready, and then someone
3,
count
2,
down.
1, go.
Oh, give
Okay,
me
well,
that.
Darren with the fucking flash.
All right.
That solves that.
He's just going to do an anti-Joker on his own alcoholism again, son of a bitch.
Hold on, I'm trying to.
Or
edit
someone
that.
else's alcoholism.
How do you edit
Well,
the
definitely
fucking
not
words
mine.
on this shit?
You got to go to edit table, and then you got to.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. There you go.
Congratulations, Mr.
Tyler's token is still broken though. We gotta fix that. He's just invisible, man.
Yeah, he's got really good sneak.
Oh yeah, I
Wait,
couldn't
I
I couldn't magic pen tool it because it had gaps on like the line of his neck, so it was selecting the white in his face as well. I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah,
okay,
Yeah, just that.
You mean to
Uh,
tell me that
mm.
Tyler Reeves is basically the spy from TF2?
He could be
Well,
you.
I was-
He could be
I was
me.
going
He
with
could
like
be
the
me.
monsters theme. I was saying he was the invisible man because of like those old
no.
movies.
No, I just
Oh.
like the idea of Tyler Reeves flicking around a butterfly knife.
True. Well, he also has a
Gentlemen.
revolver, so he is closer to the spy, I guess. There you go.
Yeah.
You're right, freelance. I acquiesce.
Give this man a balaclava now.
Tyler
What?
shoots someone and just goes, "Well, off to visit your mother."
I'm remembering that creepy whistle the spy did in the first TF2 trailer. Yeah. Woo.
Don't worry, I'll fix the token right now. Just watch.
Dude, he's fixing.
There you go.
Perfect.
He's behind a microwave
is-
door.
He's done it.
He's literally just behind a microwave door.
Dude,
Me and the boys watching forks spark in the microwave.
That's pretty much the collective amount.
That's pretty much the collective group's like intelligence at this point. I gotta head out. See you, fellas.
Take care.
Yep.
Good.
This is a good
game.
sesh. I can't wait for next week. This is good. This is such
It
a
was
fucking.
good. I can't-
This is
I
a
can't-
chaotic. This is a chaotic group. I love it.
Dude, I can't wait for next
Aren't we
week.
all?
Every session, it is like ended at a point where I walk away being like, "Holy shit! Just wait until they see next session." I think there's gonna be at least a couple moments next session that people are gonna really pop off for. I've got
We're gonna
some big things planned.
We're gonna
By
be
the
so
way, I hope
fucking
all of you
retarded.
guys liked the art I drew for Zell for the JoJo campaign.
It was really
Yes,
sick.
I like.
Dude, I love
it.
I loved the piss pants. I wasn't there, but I respect.
That's
It's
his.
sick.
Oh yeah,
That's his
oh yeah,
shtick.
yeah. It was a JoJo themed campaign, and Brown's stand ability was he could create items out of piss.
He was a pissmancer, basically.
That sounds fucking brilliant.
It was
Yeah,
also
the
really
little
disgusting.
claw on top of the ghost there, like bends
That
the
sounds
piss
very
into
brown.
different things.
Yeah, it was also really disgusting because he had to supply the physical piss.
I just give him Darren Strings.
I liked the
Yeah.
detail of the shadows being the stands.
Oh, that was
I
my
liked
idea.
that too. I thought that was sick.
I don't want to steal Zella's thunder because you got me to drop, but that was definitely. I think that was my idea, Zelda.
I think it
Shadow
was.
Sands.
I think it was.
That ended
I'm
up being
going to-
really good.
I'm going to step away to feed my pets and let this
Yeah,
dog
I'm
piss,
hopping
so he
off as
can- I might get him VC in a minute, but I need to
See,
Have
I've
a
gotta-
good one, fellas.
I've got to go cook some dinner. See ya.